busty women would be on their stepbrothers.
That later.
So this is a noodle baker right here. It'll dry out your pasta. Like so there was some research done on Amazon. You know, the big Amazon.com.
The forest in the South America?
Almost. I think
the second largest Amazon.
Does Jeff Bezos own that too?
He might as well.
He does not.
Is his name Bezos or Bezos?
Bezos.
I'm gonna call him Bezos.
Okay.
Bezos. Okay. It's Jefe Bezos. I own the Amazon. Come on down. My name is Jefe Bezos.
This is my Amazon now. On Amazon, if you type in the keyword geek, like a nerd, and dating in the book section.
All right.
Hold on.
So like
Hold on.
geek, you're trying to look up books from Geek Dating. I haven't fact checked this.
So like,
But if you type in those
books,
in the book section.
go underneath books.
Oh, I just
Okay.
searched
Dude,
it, and I'm
Geek
seeing like
Dating.
these ripped dudes like
What?
curves for the
What
dragon.
the hell is this?
Are you seeing like paranormal shit?
Yeah, paranormal gay ghost.
Hang on. Tell me where to go
No,
again.
I'm not seeing that.
Just search.
Tell me where to
Geek
go again.
Dating.
Geek Dating. Geek Dating.
.com?
2 words.
One word.
No.
two words.
On Amazon Books.
Oh,
I just searched it and I see it.
on Amazon.
So anyways, on Amazon, the keywords geek and dating brings up werewolf, incest, romance books. These they're self-published, and there's also a ton of paranormal gay werewolf shifter romance novels. So these
Okay, I see that. Yeah.
these people created this, but it's on the forefront of Amazon using the keyword geek, thinking that nerds would be more drawn to being incestuous within their family.
This is $0 on Kindle Unlimited.
I can't find anything. I just searched. Oh wait.
Curves for the dragon, a paranormal
see?
shifter.
Dude,
I
this
went
stuff
on.
is
Yeah,
I went
see?
on Amazon and I put in Geek Dating. I can't see nothing.
Maybe just type
don't
geek
see all
dating into
this?
your toolbar.
It's the top three. It's at the very top of the screen when it loads in. These
I got it.
I
got it,
romance
yeah.
novels.
Yeah, so say it's a... So even Amazon is pushing self-published books to kind of wrap our heads around, hey, it's okay to be with a gay werewolf. It's okay to be with my stepsister. You know, this is all gravy. This is all nice.
Wait, what's the stepsister come out? I thought this was just beastie stuff.
No, this is also incestuous romance novels.
Where does it say that at?
Some of the other selections. There's one that should be about a werewolf shapeshifter.
It's got 578 reviews.
Let me find that one.
I'm trying
It's,
to find a nice rating.
It's called
By Millie Taden.
Faded
Oh.
Dates, Paranormal Gay Werewolf Shifter Romance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This
did
one
you
is
read the
called
product?
Geek Bearing Gifts, Paranormal
guys-
Dating Agency Book 2, a BBW in search of love, plus a sexy
There you go.
shifter
Yeah.
who secretly loved
you
her
go.
smoking, roaring romance. The man's a bear. The man's a bear.
next door.
He's a bear. I'm going to read the ratings.
It's just normalizing the weird, trying to make all the weird stuff normal.
This chick looks like The Rock's mom. Wow, there's a whole series, Paranormal Dating. $6.99.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's making us weird. The government's going to control us, and not your kids and not their kids, but their kids, the third and fourth generation on.
Oh, here's the reviews. Erotic
They're-
with the capital.
They're going to be pushing a 80 IQ with fucked up teeth, and the government's going to walk all over them.
That's
I'm
just
not
great.
having kids. I'm not contributing to this problem.
I thought that was semi-interesting.
It was very interesting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Scaling Her Dragon. There's another book here called Scaling Her Dragon. She's a full-size
like
dragon.
climbing?
She's a full-size dragon.
Oh,
Nice.
How does he have sex with her?
Oh, he's got a bad dragon.
How did Shrek, in Shrek, how did Donkey have sex with the dragon?
But she was
Just normalizing it.
Oh, you're right. Was it a full-size dragon?
Yeah, in Shrek.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a full-size dragon and a regular donkey.
Donkey!
I guess they made, like, dronkies.
Man, I want to find a really Oh, someone says something happened. I have never
Or Donkins.
I have never read anything by this author, so maybe this one just fell through the cracks. There is no story. Stuff just happens. The characters are over the top, either too angry, nice, happy, mean. There's no difference in between. There isn't any backstory, not that you would care about the character since nothing happens to make you care. Yeah, this person's pissed. So I was trying to find a saucy little rating about some of these books, but there's just
Dragon
nothing.
Balls.
There's nothing.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball D.
I found the illustration, though, that shows how the donkey thing works.
So yeah, that's the little bit of research I could drone up, and just a couple thoughts just to kind of get everybody's brain moving a little bit.
Yeah, all those thoughts out there reading these dirty-ass books.
Wow, yeah, that really opened my mind to a new avenue of books.
You're in there spanking it to stepsister stuff. The bird's perched on your window, checking you out, making sure you are watching the government material. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, your garden outside's dead because there's no rain from the weather control, and Alex Jones is just spitting off fake school shootings and Pizzagates.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this:
that's it.
That girl, that women that catch men looking at porn get really, really, really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
But then we don't bring up the fact that women look at porn too. They just don't look at porn; they read porn. What's the difference?
Or they look at it.
50 Shades.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Look, getting your ass beat's different than watching titties bounce up and down.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
You beat the shit out of her.
You killed a girl, Chris?
No, I'm talking about 50 Shades of Grey.
There's still ass play, ass fucking, tits, and all that. It's still sensual.
They still intercourse. There's some intercourse.
There's
in there.
intercourse. There's just rough intercourse.
I've never read it, so I wouldn't know.
I saw the movie. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Obey me! Obey!
I felt like that was a soundboard. You did the "oh baby" like the same thing back to back. It sounded this. You're like, "Oh baby, oh baby." Let me 50 Shades of Grey best chapters.
Best of Gilbert Godfrey.
Best lines of dialogue.
Oh yeah, Gilbert Godfrey.
Best
reading 50
lines.
Shades is awesome.
Best lines. That's right. Best lines. Number 1, before I knew it, he got both of my hands in one of his in a vice-like grip above my head, and he's pinning me to the wall using his hips. Holy shit. His other hand grabs my ponytail and yanks down, bringing my face up, and his lips are on mine. It's only just not painful. I moan into his mouth, his tongue... Giving his tongue an opening, he takes full advantage, his tongue expertly exploring my mouth. I've never been kissed like this. So then number 2, show me how you pleasure yourself. Number 3, I pull him deeper into my mouth so I can feel him at the back of my throat and then to my front again. My tongue swirls around the end. Here's my very own Christian Grey flavored popsicle. I suck harder and harder. My inner goddess is doing a meringue with some salsa moves.
This
Number
is terrible
4,
writing.
Firstly, I don't make love,
shit.
I fuck hard. That's like what the TikTok boys say.
No, you
Those
hear this.
fucktards on TikTok just say that shit.
I fuck.
This is terrible
baby.
writing. She's just like, holy cow.
Those TikTok guys are like, don't worry, darling. I'm not going to hurt you that long. Yeah. So number 5, sitting beside me, he gently pulls my sweatpants down, up and down like a whore's drawers. My subconscious...
Wait. He pulled the sweatpants up and down.
Says
like
this. Yes.
He just kept peekabooing with the sweatpants. Like,
peekaboo, you ready? Peekaboo. Not yet.
Peekaboo. Up, down.
Trying to get that wet line.
Trying to waft it.
Trying to get the wet line. He said, sitting beside me, he gently pulls my sweatpants down, up and down like a whore's drawers. My subconscious remarks bitterly. In my head, I tell her where to go. Christian squirts baby oil into his hand and then rubs my behind with careful tenderness, from makeup remover to soothing balm for a spanked ass. Who would have thought it was such a versatile liquid? So, number 6, why don't you like to be touched? I whispered. Because I'm 50 shades of fucked up, Anastasia.
Oh my god,
that's a TikTok thing. I swear I've heard I swear I've heard guys say that shit.
I'm 50 shades of all fucked up.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
I shit you
women
not.
read.
That's terrible.
Women look at porn. They just read it.
I'm just sorry. If you're going to read something, at least read well wrote out things, you know? Like, that was just
Shake
terrible.
my hand and clap.
You know where to find it, Chris? Because I don't know how to. I don't know where to find it.
Look, I'm just reading this. Just like pulling off his boxer briefs. His erection springs free. Holy cow.
Oh, man. I wrote something a lot better than that, if y'all want to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's not erotic, though.
Well, then get the fuck out of here if it's not
What did you
erotic.
write?
I wrote a story about Karen.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
awesome.
I'm
Let's
always
get
down
into
to talk
it.
about Karens.
It's not erotic. It's just a day in the life.
I'm
I
sure
had to
it
put
could
a
become-
bleep on that.
Alex doesn't like the Karen word.
Oh, yeah. The K word. Can't say the K word.
It's equal to the N word.
It offends the white women.
How Karen's been oppressed by the last 300 years.
Yeah, Karen was never a slave. Karen creates the slaves. She's a simp creator. She's a cuck whore.
Oh, man.
No sex tonight. No sex ever. I've got my little sex doll right here in the drawer. You'll never get this.
I've got my 50 Shades. Holy cow.
My 50 Shades book and my dildo shaped after Mr. Gray.
And my cucumber.
Look at Alex trying not to laugh.
So, yeah, y'all want to hear my Karen story?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It might be okay. All right.
It's
This
good.
is a day, a short snippet of Karen's life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's called Karen's Ruined Day.
And you wrote this?
I wrote it the other day.
Okay.
Karen checked her Fitbit. It had been 5 minutes already. That was 4 minutes longer than she had wanted to wait. Her foot began to tap. She was next in line at the Super Target and was more than disappointed. Hurry up, she thought to herself as the shopper in front of her moved to the side with their belongings. The cashier motioned for her to step forward. She sipped her non-fat, ultra-vegan soy elderberry juice and walked up. With a rush, she threw the items on the counter. But before the cashier could even speak, Karen snarled, "None of these work, and I want a full refund now." The man gathered the items and began to scan them. "Right away, ma'am." Karen again checked her watch. It had been 8 minutes now, and her patience was gone the moment she had entered the door. Her stomach growled. She remembered yelling at her husband Chad this morning for eating toast. That wasn't very keto of him. The register made an obscure chirp, like a bird being struck with a hammer. Karen brushed the bangs of her hair behind her ears and glared at the lowly service worker. She read the name on his uniform, Lamar. They will give anyone a job.
He sells black.
They will give anyone a job, she thought to herself as he continued to try to scan the stubborn barcode. Her brow furrowed. All she wanted to do was get home and teach her daughter about nature and how to be a strong, independent woman free from structure and vaccines. "I'm sorry, ma'am. This item is having some trouble," Lamar said politely. Karen's brow furrowed even harder at how inaudible his speech was.
Inaudible. Sounded pretty white for a black guy.
At how inaudible his speech was and the tone at which he spoke. Her voice grew more irritated. "We'll make it work." 10 minutes had passed now. Karen could feel the weight of the world around her. Her skin crawled at watching everyone using mass-produced hand sanitizer instead of essential oil. She couldn't believe her eyes. That a boy was eating food produced with GMO. She wanted to scream. "You are useless," Karen yelled. She pulled back and hurled her non-fat, ultra-vegan soy elderberry juice at Lamar. It struck him firmly and exploded in a million directions, covering the counter. "This is America," Karen began to rant. "You have one job, and you can't even do that right." She paused and looked at him as a thought came to mind. She was going to get this gangster fired. She knew exactly how to make him lose his job and send him back to the streets to peddle his coke
So
and
he
heroin.
is black.
She's racist, dude.
Fuck Karens.
He didn't deserve to work in such establishment, especially after the way he had treated her. "That's it. I can't take any more of your incompetence," Karen said, as her yoga pants began to ride between her ass crack. Karen smiled from ear to ear. This was her master plan. She was going to right the world one step at a time. This was the way. "I want to speak to the manager right now," she repeated with a tone of accomplishment. Lamar looked at her plainly. He dripped elderberry juice, but managed to keep a calm composure. He took in a deep breath. "I am the manager."
Way to go, Lamar.
That's
It sounds like he worked really hard for his job.
Okay, I sent a perfect picture of what Karens look like
Wait,
in
is that
in
it, or is that
Discord.
just like part one?
that was yeah, the bob haircut.
Yeah.
It's a reverse mullet.
Dude, I just had like the Home Improvement theme playing in my head the whole time.